Hey artists, in this video we're going to talk about the third part of our handmade paper crafts heart envelope, which is to decorate both sides of your envelope. So for my envelope I decided to use watercolor paper or watercolor paint to create a design, and so I started off by painting the entire side with just an even wash using the 1-inch paintbrush and covering the whole side with yellow paint. You can use a different design, but I just chose to use light colors for the base of my paper. Once you're done, paint the other side with another wash of color. So for the other side, I decided to use the green watercolor paint. Again, like I didn't want to start with something too dark, so I tried to use the lighter shade of green. And for this side I used the smaller paintbrush. It took a little bit longer, but it still is nice to have that like brush stroke effect, because this side I'm going to do a flower scene. Once I was done painting both sides, I used the hairdryer to dry the paper more quickly. You could use the hairdryer in between each side, but I was just trying to go quickly, so I was blow drying both sides of the paper at the same time. Then you can fold up your envelope and decide maybe which side you want to be, the inside and the outside. I decided to do splatter paint on the side that was yellow, so I just use the color on the brush and tap it on my finger, and for that I use the smaller paintbrush that is a rounded point. Then after I finish the splatter paint, I use the hairdryer again, being careful not to hold it too close to the paper so that my splatter doesn't run, but this definitely increases the drying time to make it a lot speedier. Then I'm going to decide what I want to paint on the green side, and I already decided I wanted to do flowers, so I used acrylic paint for this and just doing like tapping of the brush to create little flower petals. So to make my flowers, I decided to use the pink value first, and so I went around and tried to evenly distribute all of these pink flowers throughout the entire envelope. After I was done with the pink, I rinsed the brush and I switched over to the purple value. I made sure that the brush was wet and then dipped just the tip of the brush into the purple so that I can add more flowers, and I used all of that empty space to add the flowers. Some of them have 5 petals, some of them have 6 petals. It's okay if they have a different number of petals. But just in the open spaces, I tried to do them sprinkled around like a pattern. Once I was done with this, I put the caps back on the acrylic paint and rinsed out my paintbrush, and I let it dry. I can't wait to see what designs you decide to paint on your artwork.